State of Missouri leads the nation with the highest rate of new COVID-19 cases. Many of those new cases are in the Springfield, Branson area, but it has our local health officials on high alert too. KCTV5's Leslie Aguilar spoke with an infectious disease doctor at one of the area's overwhelmed hospitals.
Right now, that doctor is hoping what's happening at his hospital can serve as a warning for the rest of the region and country. Here at KU Med, they only have 11 COVID-19 patients. At Mercy Hospital in Springfield, they have over 100. And those patients all have one thing in common: they're not vaccinated.
It's basically a race against time at this point to try to get more people vaccinated before we see more and more of this particular variant, because it is a lot more contagious. I'm concerned about other parts of the state too.
Dr. Will Sestrunk is the lead infectious disease doctor at Springfield's Mercy Hospital. They've got more than 100 patients hospitalized with COVID-19, less than the 160 they had at their peak in winter, but still overwhelming.
We've also had seen a younger population become ill and actually become hospitalized compared to what we had seen back in December and January.
90% of the new COVID patients are testing positive for the Delta variant.
What we're finding is that this variant is acting like it is much more contagious than the previous variants that we have seen in this area.
The strain seems to develop symptoms more rapidly in patients and cause significant illness quicker. Patients are mostly younger, anywhere from 20s to 50s, and more than 95% are not vaccinated. Both Kansas and Missouri are behind the national average for vaccines, and Missouri is the #1 state where new cases are surging. Governor Mike Parson says the state is doing the best it can when it comes to vaccines.
The opportunities are there. We just got to encourage people to take it, that want to take it, but there's still going to be pessimism in a lot of people in the state that's not going to take the vaccine, and we're going to have to deal with it.
The Delta variant is expected to be the most common strain of COVID-19 across the U.S. in the next 6 weeks.
We want to get the word out that Southwest Missouri may not be the only community that's affected like this. Is that this may be an early sign that we may see this in other communities, not only within Missouri, but across the United States.
And that Delta variant is here in Kansas City. It has shown up in wastewater studies in both Platte City and in Independence. The good news is vaccines seem to work just as well on this variant as they do any other strain of the virus. Leslie Aguilar, KCTV5 News.